Good morning, happy Monday. I know, beginning of the week again. I've just said to Katie, it feels like we've done a full week already, being in all over the weekend, but we've had a fabulous time here at Highlight Crafts and liveshopping.vip over the weekend. We've had loads of new products for you. We've had Sticks 2 in, we've had Salmon Owls in with Piranha. Yeah, that went down a storm. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Diane messaged last night to say if anybody wants anything, we need to put an order together for all the staff because it's really good. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you managed to spend some time with us over the weekend. But we're kicking off this week with Monday Morning Madness, and we've got some cracking deals for you and some fabulous products and some demonstrations as well. So we're going to have a lovely time this morning. So first of all, let me introduce you to the team. We've got Katie on cameras. Come on, Katie, you're not going to get away with it. Thank you. We've got Amber on production. We've got little Snoop in the studio as well, a little dog. He's not very well today, so we're going to try and get him into the vets. I'm sure he'll be fine. Little lamb, he's in a little push chair because he's blind. It's lovely. He's just such a little cutie. So where can you watch us? Well, first of all, you can now watch us on YouTube, so you can put us on your big TV, which is great, right? You can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. Now, if you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram, I'm going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop and then the code into the comments underneath the video. So just like you would in a chat. Super easy. And that will pop that product into a basket for you. Then we're going to slide into your DMs, apparently. We're going to send you a direct message. And in that message, there will be a link. So you're going to click the link, and that's going to take you to highlightcrafts.com, where I need you to log into your account. And that's really important because by logging in before you check out, you get your club benefits, which is extra discount, loyalty points for every £1 that you spend, and on a basket spend over £35, you get free postage. So all the good stuff. So log in, and then you can check out. Now, you can also shop directly with us on highlightcrafts.com. So if you go onto there, click watch live, press play, and as soon as that show starts, all the items in that show will appear down the right-hand side of your screen, and you can literally just select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they will go into a bag for you, which will appear at the top of your screen. Looks like a little red shopping bag, and all your goodies are inside there. So when you're ready to log in and check out, you're going to click on that little bag, and that's going to take you through that process. So super easy. Now, if you're out and about today and you can't stay with us, first of all, you can always watch repeats and catch up. But secondly, you can also shop ahead. So go onto the website, highlightcrafts.com, shop today's deals on the home page, and all the deals and all the shows will appear all the way down your side of your screen. So you can shop every show before you go out, which is lovely, isn't it? You don't want to miss out on any deals. Right, let's say good morning to a few of you while everybody joins. We've got Amanda this morning. Morning, Amanda. Barbara B, Lindsay, Fiona. We've got Sheila. Morning. Jackie, Julie Hallam. Good morning, everyone, for Richard and Julie. Morning. You've got Pat. We've got Anne. We've got Julie. We've got Sue S, Ria, Rachel, Lynn. Good morning to everybody. Wendy Corbett says, good morning, everyone. Sat here quiet in hubby's office as everyone is in bed. In-laws go back home later to Scotland, and I get my craft room back so I can play as I am off work for a few days. Oh, Wendy, I bet you love them, but you're bad, you know, and you're like, yes, I can go craft again. I love that. Lisa's joined us. Karen. Good morning, Karen. We've got Lynn, Alison, Lorraine, Julie's, loads of you this morning. Thank you very much. Crafty Lou, Maureen, Tracy, Doreen. Good grief, there's loads of you. Susan, Lynn. If I miss anybody, I apologise. Another Tracy. Thank you for joining us this morning. Right, so Monday Morning Madness is all about bringing you brilliant deals. And I got to go into the warehouse last week and pick some for you. So you've got some of my favourites on here as well at really good prices. So let's start with one of those deals that I selected for you, because this is brilliant. Now, your code for this, I'm just going to tell you that the way that this is, right? So if I keep looking over there, it's because we've now got a screen. Instead of having post-it notes everywhere that used to drive me crazy, I know, right? I was like, please, can we have a screen? So if I keep looking over there, it's because the code and the price is on there. All right, so don't think I'm like checking out what's going on. There's nothing going on. I'm just having a look at the screen. So the first one is Shop Kit. Now then, This is brilliant. So Creative, who are they and what do they do? Well, Creative are a Danish, thank you, honestly, already. This is bad already, right? It's a Danish brand that care about their quality and their customer service and their education as much as we do. So it's a perfect partnership. And they do these fantastic kits where you get everything that you need. And I love that because then you don't have to go off and start finding other stuff to make it work. So I went into the warehouse and I found this one. And this is making your crepe paper flowers, and it's fantastic value for money. So if I open up the box, this is a lovely gift as well. If you want to get somebody into crafting, this is a really good gift. Now I've been in here this morning, can you tell? Yours will look really nice and pristine. So you're going to get a clear multi-glue gel, okay? Water-based glue with gel consistency provides a clear, washable, and strong bond for felt, fabric, leather, plastic, wood, glass, paper, jewellery, etc. So you're going to get one of those. You're also going to get 3 of the little polystyrene bowls that become the centres of your flowers. So you get 3 of those. You're also going to get 2 pens. Let's get all this lot out like this. You're getting 2 pens, water-based pens, 1 pink, 1 orange. You're also going to get a shaping tool. You get a little spritz bottle, and you also get 2 lots of different gauge wires for your stems. Then you're also going to get the, now top tip here for you, you're going to get the instructions, okay? So you're also going to get the instructions and the templates. So these are your pictures, shows you how to put everything together. Those are your templates, photocopy them. Just saying, because look what I did this morning. Yep, did it. So top tip, do as I say, not as I do. Then we've also got all of this crepe paper. So you're getting a ton of this. Now this for your Christmas flowers is going to be lovely. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 rolls of crepe paper. Okay, so all of that, and your glue, and your pens, and your wires, and your templates, and your guide, plus, this was the bit for me, this is why I chose it, look, QR code, full tutorial online. So you will be able to learn how to make all of these flowers. So if you prefer to watch a video rather than looking at pictures, absolutely you can do that as well, which is brilliant. So on top of that, because I thought that's great, right? Shop kit, $27.49. Brilliant that, right? However, I wanted to add in these. And the reason for me adding these are 24 illustration markers or alcohol markers, if you like. So what I did was looked at the colours that were in this one and thought, you know what? They work really, really well with the colours of crepe that you're getting. So this one will work perfectly with that, okay? This one will work perfectly with your creams and your lighter pink. You've got a dark, deep, rich yellow in here, which will work with that colour. You've got a dark brown in here, which will work perfectly with that colour. And then you've also got an olive green. I couldn't believe it. If I had handpicked the colours, these were the ones I would have picked. But you've got that green that works perfectly with that. So there's 24 of these. Now, of course, you can use them just for colouring in. But the reason I wanted to add these on was because you can colour the edge of your crepe. And because it's an alcohol marker, it'll bleed down slightly. If you've got a blender alcohol marker, you could use that and stretch that down. And can you see how pretty it looks around the edge of there? We're going to do a carnation in a little while. So not only are you getting all of that, so 12 rolls of crepe, your spritz bottle, which is a tool, your bone folder, which is a tool, so they're going to stay with you, all your instructions, pictorial and as a video, all your templates, your glue, your little polystyrene balls, your pens and your 2 gauge wires, and 24 of these pens. So let's think about this. After your club discount, you're paying £1 a pen. You're not paying for that at all, right? Okay, shop kit, $27.49. That's before your discount, and you'll get your points back, and you're getting all of that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you, I knew there'd be something I forgot. There was always something I forget, honestly. Me and my brain. The other reason that I wanted to have these alcohol markers is because cardstock, and you know what I'm going to say, prices are going through the roof. Yes, they are. Absolutely. Now, an alcohol marker is brilliant for edging your card. If I just put that over here. So if you take your card, you cut it down to size for your matte and layer, you just put the edge of that chisel edge onto the card and move the pen. So I'm holding the card nice and flat, I'm stabilising it, and then I'm going around the edge. Now, if you like fine mats and layers or even thicker mats and layers, why not do them with a pen? Save the cost of the card, save on the weight because of the postage. So you're cutting down the weight that the card is going to cost you. And look at the difference between that corner and that corner. Look how it makes it pop. So you've now got 24 different colours of card for your mats and layers, but in pen form. Good that, isn't it? I love that price. I was like, please come have it at this price. And Katie looked at me and she was like, oh, Melanie, stop asking me these questions. I'm like, I know, but it's a deal, right? So Shop Kit will get you that for $27.49. That's a lovely Christmas present as well, can I just say? Because it's super easy to work with crepe. Crepe paper is one of the easiest ways to make flowers. So this is going to be perfect. And they'll talk to you about the grain of it. And this particular crepe has 180% stretch. So it's perfect for curling and making your flowers. Right, next thing. Now this is blinking brilliant. I walked out of the studio the other day after me and Amanda had done this, and Diane went, got one. I was like, yep, I'm putting my order in right now. This is brilliant. First of all, I love the packaging. I love that they've done a proper box and they care about what their presentation is like. That means they care about the product. There is also a QR code that you can scan, and that will download the Hey app. So you can download it from your Apple or your Google Play Store, and it works in conjunction with this, and this is brilliant. Now, this is a crafty brain, right? This is brilliant for doing your embossing on, so your white work embossing, brilliant for piecing into, great for stamping on. So this is the packaging. I know, right? But this is brilliant because it's a really nice dense foam, so you'll get a really good finish with your vellum. So maybe you've got the embossing starter kit for scan and coat and you just need a proper mat. Instead of going out and buying an official one, use the packaging. They even give you a piece of it for the plug to protect the plug. That's how much they care about their product, but this is what you see. Now, it's not just any extension lead. It's not an M&S one either. This is brilliant. So you've got a metre long cord. Obviously this is UK only because it's got the correct electric. So you've got a nice long cord, okay? But this is fabulous. So on here, first thing you'll notice is there's an on switch, power switch. I don't think I've ever seen an extension cable with a power switch before, but there's a reason for that. So you're going to get 6 of your USB ports. So you could have 2 foiling pens, glue gun, you could have your phone charging if you wanted to, and you could have your light board switched on. Then you've got 3 of these sockets. Now each of these sockets can be, this is the brilliant bit, I'm going to read it off the box then I get it right. So, connects to your Wi-Fi, control from your smartphone, right? Set individual sockets with a timer. And it's got a turn on off with voice control. Whoever knew? If my granddad was sat here now, it was an engineer, and I said to him, Granddad, listen to this, he'd be like, wow. Right? How technology moves on. But this is brilliant. So 1 extension lead on your desk, but you can set it to do all those different things, which I think is absolutely brilliant. This is Shop Power. It's $29.99. I'm absolutely getting one of these for Jack, my grandson, 1 for Alice's room, because she has stuff everywhere, 1 for downstairs in their house. I'm getting 1 for my craft room, 1 for Mick in the back room, and then all of us can do what we want to do with our own. We're not fighting over plug sockets. This, brilliant. So Shop Power, $29.99 is going to get you that, and I love the fact that they care about the packaging. That really does. You know, when you go, so if you went into a store and they both had the same product and one was really beautifully displayed and the other one was in a plastic bag, both the same price, you'd go for the one that they care about, wouldn't you? I love that. 30% of this is already allocated in people's baskets. Well done. Now then, something that I desperately need, actually right now, is one of these little fans. Look at this. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, now then, Katie, we've had these on a few times, haven't we? And you can get an adapter depending on what your phone is. So if I just take this out of here for you, you're going to get 3 of these, and this is how they come. So they'll come in the packet. So if your phone takes that kind of adapter, and I've no idea what they're called. Is that a lightning one?
No, that's the micro. It's very unlikely any phone will take that adapter.
Okay, fine. But you also have this piece. So I have an iPhone 14. And it works perfectly in that. But you can buy adapters. So Diane will be in a bit, and she'll be able to tell you exactly which ones. This is so nice right now, I can't tell you. She'll be able to tell you exactly which ones you need. And I think they were about £3 for 4 on Amazon, something like that. Now, these are fabulous. So if you're out and about, or you're having flushes like I have all the time, these are going to be brilliant for that. Just pop it into your phone. Good for the kids. Good for, you know, if you've got people in a residential home and it's warm, or you live in a warm house and you don't want a big fan vibrating all the time. These are brilliant. Now you're going to get 3 of them. Shop Mobile, $9.99. I tell you that, if I could strap it to my head, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, I can't. Right, so that one is Shop Mobile, 3 of them for $9.99. Right, so let's say good morning to a few more of you because you've joined us. So Mitch has joined us, morning. Wendy's joined us, morning. Carol, late to the party. Didn't get the notification, so I was sidetracked. I was listening to the ding on my phone and it didn't happen. Oh, we'll investigate that for you, Carol. We've got Tracy joined us, Chris, Leslie, Mrs. H999. Good morning all. Norma's joined us, another Lynn, Karen Henley. Susan's joined us, Nikki. Morning, Mel, I love this kit. I made the flowers and everyone loves them, especially the blossom. There you go. That's this one, where you get all of that kit and those markers, which is crazy value for money, but I made it happen. Stephanie went, go in and pick me some products that you want to do on a deal. I was like, I like that idea. It was like shopping in the best craft shop in the world. Karen Henley says, morning, crafty playmates. Love that. Morning to Veronica as well. Good morning from Grimsby. The weather's a bit cooler today, isn't it? Thank goodness for that. I'm waiting for this thunderstorm though. I'm hoping it happens on like Sunday this week because I'm going to be at home. Is it not happening?
I don't know. It's looking...
today? Like really, we're going to get it today. Really dark.
The clouds are really dark.
You see, the problem is if I'm not at home. If I'm at home and it does that, I go outside and just stand there like that. Because I love it. I used to do it as a kid. I used to go outside, camp in the back garden in my tent. I know, right? And just stand there in the rain like that. Unfortunately, I can't do that when I'm here. Because I would literally be a puddle on the floor, wouldn't I? Right, let's move on to these. Now, I selected these for you as well because we're coming to the end of our Wibblers. And the thing with the Wibbler, well, the stock that we've got, so when this is gone, it's gone. And I've put you 5 different sets together at a really good price. Shop Wibbler, $17.99 is going to get you all of these. I'm going to say, Katie, correct me please if I'm wrong, what price would that die be? $14.99? At least
about 14, I would say.
Right, so let's say $14.99, right? So that's £15. So for $2.99, you're going to get this one, which is the Gathering. Now, this is lovely because you've got little tiny ones. Look at this. Look at that die. So they're all crammed onto one. The artwork is still all available for you, so you can download the artwork for free for the original colourway, lay the die over the top and run it through your die cutting machine, and all those little characters pop out. You get 2 different sizes of each, and they also face in different directions. So you pay $2.99 for that. Okay, so £14 for that, $2.99 for that. No, $3.99 for that. Then Digby. I love Digby. He's my favourite. Just because it's a mole. If I can find it when I go home, I'm going to bring in the... my dad was a very, very creative person. His artwork was just incredible, and he could paint like... He always used to win the best pastel in show in any exhibitions that he entered. But we had this mole, and it's still there, still keeps coming up in the middle of the garden. So he'd get the lawn immaculate, the flower beds would all be weeded, it would all be blossoming, the garden at the top had all the veg patch in, and then the mole would pop up and it would drive him crazy. So he named it Monty, and he wrote a poem about it. So if I can find it, I'll bring it in, because it was quite funny. So you're not paying for Digby. You're also not paying for your heartfelt Wibblers either. So these are super, super cute. Look at them. I mean, you would get away with some of these for Christmas as well, I think, because they've got the white beards. You could have Santa stop here, or you could have Santa's little gnomes, whichever you prefer. So you can do that one as well. And then you've also got another gathering with our Germinator Wibblers. I love these too. The detail in the artwork on these is really, really fabulous. So if you want all of those dies, all of them, shop Wibbler £17.99. It should be £70.95. That's mad, isn't it? Love that. So if you haven't got your Wibblers already, you've got a chance to get them before they're all gone, and then we're not bringing them back into stock. Right, next, watercolour paper. Now this is fabulous. This is the one that you will see Stephanie use week in, week out, all the time. This is the paper that she'll go to. You get 30 sheets, it's A4, it's cold pressed, and it's 300 GSM, so it's a really good quality. It's from the brand of Mozart. So this is going to be absolutely fabulous for you. This is shop pad. Instead of being £24.99, we've dropped it for you today to £17.99. So if you are on that painting journey, if you like your airbrush, you like your watercolouring, that is brilliant. And you've got a £7 saving on that as well. Great that, right? Right, we've got any questions? Hang on, I've just seen something a bit bizarre. What did I see that? I hope I read that wrong. All right. Can't find it now. Oh, where's that gone? I thought I read something about a camel. Oh, I have.
Oh, I did see that.
I have.
Yeah.
I thought I was completely losing the plot then. I was about to go and book a doctor's appointment. Mitch Walker says, camels just walked across the crafty nook, need coffee. I don't know what that means, Mitch, but it sounds fabulous. I hope it's not full size. Could get messy. Right, now then, we've got two Minecraft Studio USBs for you. Now these worked in conjunction with the digital Craftorium version of these, but you don't have to have that to buy these. This is brilliant. This is about bringing you artwork. So you're going to get both of them. Shop USB £17.99, which is amazing, right? So £9 each. But I'm just going to show you a little bit of what's on one of them, and then you can see exactly what you're getting. So if we've just popped it into Minecraft Studio, and I'm just going to bring on the indexes. So let me just get rid of that one. Go on, select it, Melanie, that would help, love. Select it, cut. Right, now then, I'm going to bring on the indexes for these flowers, and I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so that we can fit them on the page. Look at all these. Now, 2 words. What they're going to be, Katie? What do you think I'm going to get them to use this for? Sospeso trasparente. Katie's looking at me as if to say, really, Melanie? We've worked all weekend, it's Monday morning, and you're asking me to guess, right? Now then, all of these flowers, so of course you can use them in your Minecraft Studio, but think about if you're on that journey with Sospeso, look at these. You've got berries, you've got eucalyptus, you've got bunches of berries. That reminds me of when we used to go blackberry picking down in Ribchester. You've got all your florals, you've got your fuchsias in there, you've got lilies in there, carnations in there, dahlias in there. It's absolutely ram jam packed. And then there's also lots more foliage, really even going into your autumnal feel, and loads of butterflies. Now all of this is costing you £9. That's not in. That's not it. You've got card shapes. So you've got all of these in 6x6, 8x8, 7x7. So you've got all of these pieces that you can now start to mat and layer within Minecraft Studio. So instead of having to find exactly the right colour, which of course is easy in Minecraft Studio, you can start to build this up. So if I just select all of those and get rid of that, you can see, so if I bring the indexes on, you've got all of these different shapes. You've also got all of these different shapes, and of course you can change the colours as well, but these are just fabulous. So it gives you different shapes of mats and layers, and they'll be different to the digital punches that you've got in Minecraft Studio as well. So you get all of those. Then we go back to, let's go back into here, and we've got cardstock. So you've got all your different types of backgrounds in there. So you've got some that are quite bold, some that are very knocked back, almost like a watercolor or a distressed background. So you're getting all of those. Remember, all of this is £9, guys. This is crazy. Florals we've done now. This is brilliant. So if you're somebody that likes to add pattern in, look at these. Now, these were the SVG files, the patterns that you had on your cutting craft or digital craftorium one, but you're perfect also for working in Minecraft Studio, because not only can you add a drop shadow to them, so if we do that, because drop shadow is one of my favourite things, we can also do my other favourite things. So if I add, look how it changes this just by adding that drop shadow. Amazes you that, isn't it? How it goes from being flat to being dimensional. And then the best bit is you can blur that so it softens it all out. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It blows my mind that how it just literally comes off the page. But if I remove that drop shadow and we go to emboss, you can also make these look like they're embossed. Now, I couldn't find it earlier. It's there looking at me and I can't hear. There. Looking in the wrong place, Melanie, that's why. So let's take it to grey and then let's add the embossing. So now you've got all of those patterns, 30 patterns that you can now emboss. I wonder what would happen if you swirl it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's super cool, isn't it? So the reason I wanted to put this one in for you was because you get such a large amount of product for a small amount of money. Now, sentiments. So I'm going to bring all of this index on. You've got all of these sentiments. So you've got your mats and layers. You've also got your sentiments. You've got all your patterns. You've got your decorative elements. And you've got your sentiments. Everything that you need to create fantastic cards. So that's the first one. You're getting both of these. By the way, it's not a choice. You're going to get both, which is lovely. So you could be digitally making things like that. 10% is already allocated. I am not surprised. Now then, we're always moaning, aren't we, us crafters, about making it difficult to make cards for men. And I'm not pigeonholing anybody. I'm just saying this would be a good one for the men. Good for the ladies too. I'm just putting it out there. You've got to be so careful, haven't you? Politically correct, I believe they call it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that that's a thing. It is. Right, let's have a look. Minecraft Studio Leisure. So in here again, you've got all of the artwork, and this is fabulous. So again, card shapes. So let's bring some of these on. You've got 6x6. So you've got all of these different ones this time. So they're not the same as, oh, are they the same as the others? I think they're different, aren't they? Yeah, they all look different, don't they? Yeah, they are different. So you're getting both of those, all right, in all those different colourways, which is fab. So you can start to play around with those. You can then use, let's have a look, where am I at your leisure? We've got card shapes. Scroll down, see the rest of it. No, still haven't worked out how to do this quickly. I'm sure Diane will give me a lesson at some point when we both have time. You've got your cardstock in there. So you've got your indexes in there for your cardstock again. Those are lovely, aren't they? Look at those rich autumnal tones. They're going to be fabulous. So you're getting all of those. Then you're also going to get your... Oh, go on, Katie. How do I do it?
I was about to say, don't go all the way back up to Minecraft Studio Leisure. Just drop to the where it says volume.
This one?
That one.
Oh, see?
And that will take you back. So.
Every day's a school day. See, you know when I say I don't do technology? I don't do technology. Right, look at this lot. You've got hot air balloons, blimps, you've got vintage aeroplanes, you've got trains, steam trains, you've got cars, you've got carriages with horses, you've got a really posh wedding car on there, trucks, bikes, and that's just the first page. Look at this lot. Look at all of this artwork that you can access and use in Minecraft Studio, and all of this is costing you £9. Now it's £17.99 for both. But my goodness me, this will be the best money you spend all day. Look at this lot that you're getting in here. This is fabulous, isn't it? And it was great when we did, so these would have been reflections artwork when we did it as on the SVG one, but I wanted to show you that it's brilliant for Minecraft Studio as well. So if I go back to here now, Katie. Yep. Oh yeah, look at that. Patterns. So you've got more patterns in here. So you've got all of these different ones that you can use to create your backgrounds. You've got some that look like wheels. You've got some that are quite angular. So all the patterns were made to work with the theme and the mood of the USB, which is fabulous. Then we're also going to go into our sentiments. There we go. Let's get rid of that one that's on the screen. Bring in the sentiments, and you've got your index on there. And again, the fonts have been thought about properly and made to work with the theme and the mood of that USB. So if you want both of them, the Card Maker's Compendium Elegant and Ornate Florals, which is going to be fabulous, even if you're not doing Sospeso, those flowers are going to be brilliant, aren't they? And then also Crafter's Compendium Volume 2 at your leisure. You're getting both of them for $17.99. 20% of them is now allocated. I'm not surprised. That is crazy value for money. Love that. Love it when we bring you a deal. I got to choose them. I was really excited. Right, next. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a day today. I think I'm a little bit delirious. Nothing new there then. Right, laminating pouches. So if you have a laminator at home, or if you have the tattered lace foiling machine, it can also, so it says suitable for all hot laminating machines. So if you want to laminate things like birth certificates, wedding certificates, all those things that you need to keep safe, these are brilliant. Now, as a scrapbooker, who scrapbooked for decades, I went on a scrapbooking course in the US, part of my job, which was just amazing. And they were saying if you've got something like a birth certificate or an old letter or something like that, the acid is going to stay in that paper. They used to do a spray called Archival Mist. I don't think it's available anymore. So laminating is the next best thing. So you can put all your certificates through, laminate them so that the acid doesn't leach out and travel into your photographs and into your cards. So it's good for scrapbooking as well. Also, if you remember, Stephanie made a bag out of them the other day. So she used the bigger ones, but you could do that as well. So if you're in the market for laminating pouches, you're going to get 2 packs, 16 pouches in total. Shop pouch, $9.99. Now we have some cardstock for you and paper. Let me show you this. Katie has literally slashed the price on this. Now we're starting very slowly to introduce Christmas. This is going to be brilliant for your Christmas because it's a little pop of colour. It's different. It's called Chrome Luxe. So it's got that gloss to it, which is fabulous. Comes in its own box. Again, look, packaging like that. Like the fact that they care. So you're going to get, I'm going to get rid of this box though because that's going to get in the way. You're going to get 6 colours, 10 of each. So you're going to get your red. You're going to get that lovely royal blue. Silver, this is what I mean, black, look at that, how fabulous is that black, look, you can see me in it, look, super shiny. Then you've got your white, which is going to be fantastic for Christmas, and your gold. So out of all those 6 colours, there's one that you might not use for Christmas. The rest of them, absolutely fabulous. Now then, this is normally $17.99. Katie, you proper slashed the price.
I was going to say, yeah, that's lower than I thought, than I remembered, but we've been through so many shows.
Wow, $9.99 for 60 sheets. No, just divide £10. Oh, £10 divided by 6. Brain's not working today. No, 16 pence. 16 pence a sheet. You won't get that. Honestly, that 16 pence a sheet. Right, you need this in your stash. This is another cardstock that you can use and bring in a different texture. It'd be lovely with embossing folders. Absolutely lovely with that. And you've got all of those fabulous colours.
I like the fact that the silver's like a more matte silver.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's still got a shine to it, but it's
yeah,
like a more matte.
Exactly that. Imagine this with some of the, imagine this with the enchanting sprinkles that Jamie bought us yesterday. Oh, wow. If you missed that show, you need to watch that back because those products were amazing. Just putting it out there. Right, so if you want 60 sheets for $9.99, how many? Have I got lots of this, Amber?
Oh, 10%'s already gone.
Yeah, 10%'s already gone. Please do not miss out on that. I'm going to come back and keep banging on about it until you buy it. I'm only kidding. You spend your money on what you want to spend it on. Right, now then, vintage paper. This went out of stock, Katie, didn't it? Have we managed to get it back in?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit. Now this is...
That dropped back into stock after.
Oh, okay. So people who didn't check the baskets out,
so,
basically. Yeah. Fine. We just say it the way it is here. Right, so vintage paper. Now, this is lovely. It is 120 GSM, so it's nice and lightweight. It will go through all your printers. You're going to get 20 sheets of it. I like the fact that it's double-sided, and I'll tell you why, because it's a little bit like, you know those scrolls, Treasure Island? Remember that, when they open up the scroll, and it's got that tatty edge around the end, and it's all yellow? It reminds me of that. I think this is brilliant, but you can print on it. Now, look how fabulous this looks printed. Still get that depth of colour, look, but how phenomenal does that look? If you like your shabby chic vintage finish, then this is the paper for you. I love this. I think, you know, when you, especially if you are a scrapbooker and you've got all those sepia tone photographs or black and white photographs and you want to really memorialise generations of your family from the past, this is going to be brilliant for that. But I just love the fact that it's lightweight, so it'll go through everybody's printers. But that, honestly, worth its weight in gold. That's fabulous, that paper. Shop Vintage, $9.99. Right, I'm just going to show you the chrome again because a quarter of the stock has already gone. $9.99. I know, Monday Morning Madness.
What's your roughly do you think?
I would say that was probably a 240, probably, I would say, the chrome. Yeah, absolutely. So, brilliant. So you're getting all your reds, your blues, your silver. I love that silver. It's nice that, isn't it, Katie? Yeah. But it will be lovely for all your foliage as well at Christmas. You've got that black that's super, super, super glossy. You've then got a white. Oh, bear with. Super glossy. This will be nice with your alcohol inks on as well. And then you've also got that lovely gold, and it's a really rich gold. It's not yellow and brassy. You know, sometimes you get gold and it's a bit, this is lovely. Right, 25% of this is already allocated. Please don't miss out on that. Shop Chrome, $9.99. Right, shall we have a look back here? Look at this. This is cool. I'm definitely on one of these, and I know exactly where it's going to go in the garden. This is fantastic. So, comes with your lead, so it's chargeable. You just need a USB plug, but you don't have to have it plugged in. Look at that. How lovely is that? Isn't that great? And I think, yeah, you can have it dimmed and then you can turn it off. I love that. Isn't that fabulous? What a cool, I've never seen anything like that. I think that's fantastic. Get a few of those around your garden in the evening, just as the sun's going down. Glass of wine, feet up, crafting. Love that. Look at that. Isn't that fab? Isn't that nice? Diane's like, oh, Diane's joined us.
Morning.
Morning. Amber's gone to see if she can get Snoop in the vets, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So we're all fingers crossed to hope that he's all right. But look at that. Isn't that magic? I think that's brilliant. Also, nice as a nightlight for the kids' room. Because you could get all your flowers and put all your Sospeso all the way around the handle. That'd look a bit pretty, wouldn't it? But I love the fact that it's chargeable. So you can take it outside. That is super cute. Right, shop lamp 12. Sorry, I genuinely. So this is how it is, right? So because we're not doing post-it notes anymore and writing up everything, I don't know what the prices are when I'm stood back here until I see them on the screen. $12.99. I'll be getting that in your basket and checking it out. That's for sure. Now then, a webcam. Fancy a webcam? This is cool. Look at this. This would be great for me, actually, because when Jack and Alice are at home, I can plug this into my computer and I can see what they're up to. And we can have a chat. Now, this is brilliant. So, again, USB plug needed. It's got the on and off, so you can turn it up and down. It lights up, so it's got little lights that come in here. I don't think I've got a USB plug in here, have I? No, I haven't. So it lights up, but you can just then do all your video calls. Little webcam. How cute is that? And it's not intrusive either, is it? It's not this great big thing that you've got to have on your desk. I think that's fantastic. I love that. $9.99. And so it's Trust Spotlight Pro webcam with LED lights and microphone. $9.99. This will be brilliant for stocking fillers at Christmas, wouldn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Comes nicely packaged as well. So you're getting a really good quality product, and you can see there the little LED lights that will light up. You've proper lighting on your face. Now then, if you've been buying our heat transfer vinyl or our sublimation or our transfer sheets, the printable transfer sheets. For all of them, you need an iron. Now, this is a mixture of both. So what, is that the right one?
Yeah, it's because when you were talking about it, I was like, this isn't a specific dry iron, it's a steam iron.
It's a combination, but you can do it dry. So I have a proper steam iron, you know, one with the big tanks that you fill up with the water. I have one of those, and it doesn't go dry. I can't make it dry. So this, when I'm doing my heat transfer or my sublimation, is going to be brilliant for that. So if you're in the market for an iron, 1800 watts, guarantee wrinkle-free results, ironing made easy with powerful performance. It doesn't work like that, does it? No, you just have to have a bulldog clip like that at the back of your neck. I actually don't care, because all of this is paid for, right? Is what it is. It's hard-earned, exactly. Absolutely. It was funny because someone said to me, "Oh, you must have had a difficult paper round." I thought, "You cheeky devil." But the funny thing was, I did have a paper round for 8 years in my 30s. So Matthew decided when he was 13 he wanted a little job. Lasted about 6 months. So I went to the newsagents with him one day, and Hazra, she was called, and I said, "Oh, he doesn't want to do it anymore." I said, "I'll do it for you until you find somebody else." 8 years later, I know, I actually used to really like it because I take the dog with me, do the walk in the morning, and then go up in the attic and paint t-shirts. Right, 10% of lamp is now allocated and in people's baskets. I'm not surprised at that price. Look how fabulous that is. Isn't that lovely? I really like that. I'll tell you what else it would be good for if you go camping. Wouldn't it? Because you could have it in the tent, charged up. Brilliant that, isn't it? I love it. Caravan, just a little bit of light outside, and I love the fact that it's got those two settings. 10% of that is allocated and in people's baskets. Right, I'm going to go back to this because this has been really busy. This is brilliant. I love this product. I love this. I have GSM on chrome paper. I'm going to say it's about 240. Sounds like 240, doesn't it? It's not 220, it's thicker than that. I don't think it's quite 250, but 240. But you know what? You're getting 60 sheets for $9.99. I know, right? Oh, look at him. Amber, just bring him round it and then we can see him, love. Look at this little boy in here. Look. This is Snoop Dogg. Look at him. He's blind. Look. Isn't he just lovely? A little sausage dog. Oh, he's gorgeous. Look at him. Isn't he? We're all hoping. Did you manage to get him in?
10 o'clock.
Lovely. Right. Fabulous. Right. Good morning to everybody. Morning to Darren. Morning. Oh, good grief. There's loads of you here. Oh, that's brilliant. Morning, Mel. Staying with my sister. Her dog has eaten one of my socks. That's hilarious. Sarah Jane Kennedy says, "Highlight crafts, so no more Sunday or extended hours." Katie, hold me up. No. We're both going, I don't know what to say. And Katie's going, no.
Next weekend we've got festival anyway.
Next weekend we've got festival, so we've got workshops on. The weekend after that, we're here. And then the weekend after that is Doncaster. So right now in this moment, no, is the answer to that. But watch this space, because you never know. You never know. Oh, how beautiful, says Amanda. Isn't he lovely? And he's super soft. He's gorgeous, isn't he? So, great. Watching the week. Yeah, you can watch in the week. Will there be more weekend crafting? Unfortunately, I missed it. We'll watch on catch up. Full on weekend this week. I know, right? So do we. Chrome, I think, is 240. PET sheets would be a great choice with the USBs. Yes, they would. Make your own stickers. Great shout there. Thank you for that. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely fabulous. And the artwork is still available. So Gwen's asking, is the artwork still available for the Wibblers? Thanks. Absolutely. So we don't take the artwork off. We just leave it on there because we know that if you ever lose your downloads, you can come back and download it again, which is good, right? So yes, absolutely. Right, let me go back to this for you because this is blinking brilliant. I am literally going to buy about 6 of these. I'm going to put them away for Christmas presents. And somebody will open it and go, oh, right, okay. What we an extension lead for? Then they'll read the box. So you can connect it to your Wi-Fi at home. Control from your smartphone. Set individual sockets with different timers and turn it on and off with voice control. So you're going to go onto your app store, whichever one it is, and you're going to download the app, or you can just scan the QR code and that will take you there and download that app. But you've got 6 USB ports on here. Now, for crafters, that is brilliant because you might have your glue gun in one, 2 foil pens, because we've been doing a double bundle recently, one with your fine nib, one with your wide nib. You might have your light board plugged in. You could have your phone plugged in at the same time, and maybe a tablet as well. I mean, that is blinking brilliant. I love the fact it has an on-off switch. When I first opened it, I was like, and I didn't read the box, I was like, why has it got an on-off switch? You plug it in. That is so that, oh, just brilliant, $29.99. I love stuff like this because now, because I have a big round extension that has to sit on my desk and I have to take that out to put that in and that out to put that in and that comes out to plug my light in, and it's just a faff. This, brilliant. Shop Power, $29.99. Don't miss out on this one because this is super busy. All right, I don't want anyone missing out. Walked out the other day and Diane went, got mine. I was like, yep, that's my next thing. But this, Hannah took one home. This is brilliant. So if you're stamping, gives you a little bit of spring back. This is what I'm going to use going forward for my embossing because it's a really nice dense foam. It's part of the packaging. But I remember buying an A4 sheet of this and it cost me $12.99. Use this instead. Brilliant, right? And it's good. Right, let's come back to this, which is our crepe paper. Amber, do you just want to bring me that hot glue gun in and then I can just show how quickly you can make a little carnation. So we're bringing in a kit and caboodle bag. While Amber's doing that, I'm going to show you this. Now, so do as I say, not as I do. So photocopy your templates before you cut into them because the pictures are on the other side. I know, right? That was 7:15 this morning. I was like, oh, today's going to go really well. So you're going to get that. You're also going to get your glue. You're going to get 2 pens, water-based pens. You're going to get a little spritz bottle, which is fabulous because you can put bleach in there, and bleach will take the colour out of your crepe. It looks amazing. Then you're also going to get 2 different gauges of your wire, like that. So you get your stems. And then you also get a bone folder, actually, or a shaper tool. So these tools, all right, they're going to run out eventually. Ooh, hey up. They're not. So you get on all of those tools. And then, bear with, you're going to get 12 rolls of the best crepe paper that I've ever used. It's brilliant. It has a 180% stretch, which is what you need when you want to stretch that and give it that shape. So all of that in the box, okay, all of it. And I love Creative. I love the brand Creative for that because they give you everything that you need. But on top of that, how much are these normally, Katie?
They might be $24.99.
$24.99, I think, normally, aren't they? So they're just a pound a pen. Right, these are your illustration markers. So they're alcohol-based markers. Brilliant for edging your card. Brilliant for that. So you've got your chisel nib and you've also got your bullet nib on the other end. And the reason that when I went into the warehouse, I wanted to pick 2 products that work brilliantly together, but also worked independently. So all I've done this morning is cut a length of the crepe paper, just taken, let's use the light peach, just taken the chisel end on here and just gone along the edge like that, and then just pull that colour down a little bit. So it just gives you that nice colour on the edge of your crepe paper. That's why I put both products together. And then you put one of the little polystyrene balls just on the end of the wire like that. And then I'm going to use my Kit and Caboodle glue gun, and we're just going to put a little bit of glue just around the base of this now. Now, if you haven't got one of these, I don't know whether we've still got a deal on this or not, but if we haven't, wait till we have, because it's the best glue gun I've used in 38 years. It's brilliant. So, and you can see, look, I can put my thumb on top of it. Now, it's hot when it comes out, but it just heats it to the right temperature. And then what you're going to do, and I'm not going to do the whole thing because it would take a little while, but pop a little bit of glue on the top of it and a little bit of glue underneath. And then you're just going to take this and you're just going to curl it, push it over the top. So you're crimping it as you go, a bit like you crimp a pie edge. So if I just do this all the way around, you can then see how that carnation is going to start to build, and you work all the way around. But the best thing about these kit is that you have a full online video class through a QR code on the packaging, and you can see now you just start to wrap it all around. You need to glue it as you go, but these are all the flowers that you are able to make with your instructions and your templates and video tutorial, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. That with the pens is shop kit, and it's $27.49. Right, Amber, where do I need to go back to? USBs? Yeah, I thought so. These are flying out. And the chrome, I'm just going to do the chrome first because this is a deal. Now, you're going to get 60 sheets. You get 6 colours, 10 of each. So you've got that lovely red, perfect for your Christmas cards, this. You've got your royal blue. You've also got your silver, which is like not a matte silver, but it's not like mirror. It's somewhere in between. You've got the black gloss, which is phenomenal. Imagine those powders from Jamie. So your clear gel and then your powders on top, going to look phenomenal. Then you've also got your white in there and a really lovely gold. 70% of this is now allocated and in people's baskets. That is a deal. Like a proper deal. That's fabulous. Right, let's have a quick look again at some of the artwork on this USB. We'll show you, I'll do the men's one because it's already in, but you're going to get both. So you're going to get the elegant and ornate florals, and you're also going to get At Your Leisure, both of them, Minecraft Studio, work in conjunction if you want them to with the digital Craftorium version, so the SVG versions of these. But I wanted to bring you the Minecraft Studio because they're just brilliant. So in here, you're going to get your card shapes, and you're getting these in different sizes. Okay, so go on, when you go, there we are, index. So they're like this. So you're going to use these as mats and layers, or you could print them off and make templates out of them and use them with your card shapes. So you're getting all of those. These are now going to be your mats and layers. All right, so that's fabulous because you've got all the correct colorways. If we then go into our cardstock, you've got all of those different colorways with that lovely, almost like an inky wash on them, which is fabulous. Then you're going to go into your images where you've got all of these fantastic pieces of artwork. I mean, these are going to be brilliant if you make and sell because you're going to have a really wide variety, and it's all based around hobbies and what you do in your leisure time. So there's lots of different sports in there. There's gardening. You've got table tennis in there. You've got gardening gloves. You've got a telescope. You've got a ship. You've got a lifeboat. You've got stamps in here as well. So loads and loads and loads of different content that you're getting on there. Patterns. So you're also going to get these fabulous patterns. So these can be your backgrounds, or you can emboss them. So if I just zoom in on there, you'll be able to see it a little bit clearer. Look at all those fabulous patterns that you've got in there. So they could be the background to your card, and those with the drop shadow look amazing. And then you've also got all your sentiments in here as well. And you get that for this one, but you also get it for your floral one as well. So let me just really quickly, oh, I should have done that properly, but I didn't. Oh no, rubbish, aren't I? We're up against the clock. Oh no, 2 minutes left. Got to be quick. Don't know where that's gone. That went really, really fast this morning. Select all and delete. Right, we'll have a look at this one now. So your artwork, I'm going to show you the florals in this because they are absolutely stunning. And if you are on that Sospeso journey, these are going to be fantastic for that. So you're going to get all of these. Let me zoom out again. Then you can see the whole page. There you go. So all of those, a bit more, there we are. Then you're also going to get all of these florals and your berries and your eucalyptus, so again coming into that Christmas season. And then also you're going to get all your foliage going into autumn, and then your fantastic butterflies. Please don't miss out on this. 40% of these is allocated in people's baskets, and we had quite a big stock of this. When it's gone, it's gone. We're not bringing it back. It's not going to be something that we keep in stock all the time. So if you want it, you need to be getting it in your basket and checking that out. But getting both of them for for £17.99, £9 each for all of that artwork. And then, of course, you can change all the colours as well, which is just brilliant. Right, one last look at this lamp before we leave you. Coming up next is Stephanie. Yes? So you'll be able to watch Stephanie next hour. Then I'm back with MDF, new MDF, and that's cute too, at 10. And then David's in with Makeover Monday at 11. But look at this. Isn't that fabulous? Outside, I think that's, yeah, half the stock's gone. I'm not surprised. £12.99, and it's metal. Is it metal? That's metal. Yeah, that's metal. That's plastic at the bottom. But it comes with a lead, so you can charge it and then just take it out in the garden. But again, camping, that's going to be brilliant. Also a nightlight for the kids. You know, I think it's a great shout, that one. Right, I'm going to see you in an hour's time. Stephanie's through that wall, and she'll see you in about 4 minutes' time. See you in a bit. Bye.